Do you want to boost your lifespan? According to scientific studies, the most validated method to extend your lifespan is through caloric restriction. Surprisingly, simply reducing the number of ingested calories has a domino effect on triggering anti-aging mechanisms within your body. And only recently has modern science begun to understand the reasons why. The central thesis of how reducing caloric intake works lies in the fact that it favorably alters gene expression. Through this mechanism, the body activates certain genes and disables others, dramatically slowing aging. And this has been established through more than 70 years of research and is generally accepted as truth within the scientific community. Let's look further into this line of reasoning. True at any stage of life, regardless of your current health situation, caloric overconsumption brings profound negative consequences. Excessive caloric intake is strongly associated with the onset of degenerative diseases and a shorter lifespan. This can load the body with triglycerides, glucose, homocysteine, and pro-inflammatory chemicals, all of which accelerates the aging process and deteriorates many key biomarkers for health, bringing you closer to death. But how do you enjoy the anti-aging benefits of caloric restriction without starving yourself? Most humans find it difficult to submit to a sufficiently rigorous dietary regimen, leaving the benefits of calorie restriction tantalizingly out of reach. Until now. In this video, you will learn about the 5 natural compounds or nutraceuticals that favorably modulate gene expression to support a more youthful, anti-aging health profile, and to benefit from the advantages of a calorie-restricted diet without the dieting. Hi, I'm Frank from Health Hacks, where we provide videos with actionable insights to apply in your daily life. We provide advice, tips, and surprising health facts that will help you elevate your well-being and extend your life through healthy supplementation and habits that will be a lifelong foundation for a healthy body and mind. But before we get started, if you like this video, please subscribe, comment, and like below. And stay with us to the end, as we'll share the top food ingredient to avoid when it comes to anti-aging. This one ingredient is the primary driver for age-related diseases and illnesses, and you don't want to miss this tidbit. So, stay tuned. Let's get started. These 5 natural compounds mimic many of the beneficial effects of caloric restriction through multiple pathways. Aging individuals may now enjoy some of the youth-promoting, disease-fighting mechanisms of caloric restriction without strict dietary measures. But first, let's review some of the benefits of calorie restriction in humans. Research shows that calorie restriction can extend the lifespan and afford significant protection against age-related disease. Individuals who impose a 20% reduction in their calorie consumption for 2 to 6 years lose fat weight and show significant improvement in their markers of aging, including blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and glucose control. Caloric restriction also inhibits expression of genes that produce inflammatory cytokines that are powerfully implicated in the onset of cancer, arteriolosclerosis, and chronic inflammation. Even brief periods of caloric restriction can temporarily improve core body temperature and insulin sensitivity, which happen to be markers of longevity. In clinical studies, short intervals of caloric restriction have reduced systemic inflammation, an underlying factor of so many chronic degenerative diseases. More youthful heart muscle performance has also been observed. Caloric restriction appears to increase the number of vital energy-producing mitochondria in heart and skeletal muscle, reducing the oxidative damage that accelerates aging. No other intervention documented in scientific literature can compete with caloric restriction as a candidate for slowing aging and supporting youthful health in humans. So, it is regrettable that most aging individuals don't lower calorie intake by the 20 to 30% reduction required to reap the benefits of caloric restriction, as it can dramatically lower disease risk and extend your life. The problem many people have in sufficiently reducing their calorie intake has led to a novel scientific solution. Researchers have identified a select group of nutrients that trigger many of the same underlying mechanisms of action as caloric restriction. These nutraceuticals have been shown to generate many of the same effects in the body as caloric restriction, without significant dietary modification. They mimic caloric restriction's favorable impact on genes that influence the aging process. Genes have the capacity to directly affect lifespan by regulating a broad spectrum of aging factors, from inflammation and metabolic function to immune response. And through the mechanism of calorie restriction, gene expression is modulated, resulting in healthy cellular function through numerous physiological pathways. Key benefits include blocking inflammatory factors, optimizing fat endothelial function, inhibiting cancer development and proliferation. Calorie restriction produced a threefold reduction in mortality from age-related conditions. A caloric restriction regimen strict enough to yield these benefits is difficult or impractical for most people. Nutrients known as caloric restriction mimics afford a novel scientific solution. Working in tandem, their biomolecular action exerts similar effects on gene expression, providing the benefits of calorie restriction without severe dietary modification. Research shows that they powerfully inhibit systemic inflammation, enhance mitochondrial health, prevent cancer, and protect brain and heart tissue from age-related deterioration. We'll discuss the top 5 of the most promising caloric restriction mimics. At number 5, we have grape seed extract. Grape seeds are rich in antioxidants, including phenolic acids, anthocyanins, flavonoids, and oligomeric proanthocyanidin complexes, or OPCs. Grapeseed extract significantly improved markers of inflammation and glycemia. It also can reduce blood pressure and improve blood flow. It protects endothelial cells by preventing inflammation resulting from glycation, an age-accelerating process by which proteins are damaged by glucose. Activates genes that trigger glucose uptake, which assists cells in the absorption and removal of glucose from circulation. Induces fat metabolism while inhibiting the development of new fat cells. Prevents fatty tissue from releasing inflammatory factors. Induces expression of a protein that arrests cancer cells early in their reproductive cycle, preventing further development and destroying them. Number 4. Coenzyme Q10 supplements. Coenzyme CoQ10 is a well-known antioxidant compound. Your body naturally produces it to help convert food into usable energy. There has been some research that points to CoQ10 improving the elasticity of the skin, reducing wrinkles, and improving overall texture. It may also help alleviate age-related issues, such as oxidative stress brought on by a CoQ10 deficiency. As we age, our bodies slow down their production of CoQ10. By supplementing this coenzyme, it may be able to restore its ability to act as an antioxidant, reduce oxidative stress, and help with longevity. At number 3, quercetin. Quercetin extends lifespan by having antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory properties. Quercetin has antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory properties. It also improves DNA repair, which could help slow down some of the signs of aging. Inhibits the COX-2 enzyme involved in early-stage colon cancer and suppresses numerous cytokines involved in allergies and autoimmune disorders. Protects against chronic inflammatory conditions such as asthma, inflammatory bowel disease, and arthritis. Stimulates the proliferation of pancreatic cells that help modulate blood glucose levels in both diabetic and non-diabetic animal models. Markedly reduces expression of the enzyme that produces sorbitol, a sugar alcohol known to cause cataracts and blindness. Quercetin fights against free radicals, which can thus help lower the risk of cancer. Number 2, Resveratrol. According to new studies, this anti-aging nutrient significantly increases telomerase activity by turning on genes that promote longevity and turning off genes that promote disease. Resveratrol is found in red wine, mulberries, raisins, acai, and out of all the compounds found in red wine, few are as well researched and have shown as many promising results as resveratrol. Resveratrol works by activating and increasing sirtuin activity. It has been shown to slow down and reverse the aging process. It can mimic the effect of calorie restriction by decreasing insulin sensitivity. It has been shown to have anti-aging capabilities, including slowing down cognitive deterioration. It helps alleviate the inflammation that leads to the aging of the inside of the body. In supplement form, you should look for trans resveratrol on the label, as this is the pure antioxidant extract and the form shown to be the most active. As a powerful antioxidant, resveratrol has been found to help negate not only certain age-related diseases, but also be an effective anti-aging supplement for your skincare. A majority of premature aging damage done to your skin is inflicted through environmental factors such as UV damage and pollution, both of which resveratrol has been shown particularly effective against. It has been shown to increase the lifespan of fruit flies, yeasts, and nematodes, reduces inflammation throughout the body, such as that caused by secondhand cigarette smoke, prevents inflammatory mast cells from releasing the histamines that could trigger asthma and allergic reactions, radically decreases production of the adhesion molecules that attract inflammatory cells to vascular walls, one of the principal mechanisms of arteriosclerosis, exerts a favorable influence on blood sugar metabolism at the cellular level, reducing glucose production in liver cells in a way that mimics prolonged calorie restriction. Number 1, Pterostilbene. We've all heard about the much touted health benefits of blueberries, grapes, and other berries, but you may not have heard of the unique compound they contain, pterostilbene. What are the benefits of pterostilbene for your health? As an emerging antioxidant that's getting a lot of attention, pterostilbene is chemically related to the more well-known resveratrol. However, studies show that pterostilbene may have even more powerful effects. Resveratrol boosts heart and brain health, promotes normal blood sugar, and supports a strong immune system. But pterostilbene does those things more effectively and with better bioavailability. Pterostilbene is emerging as a major player in anti-aging, heart health, memory building, and boosting overall health. Found most abundantly in blueberries, pterostilbene is a polyphenol closely related to resveratrol. In vitro, pterostilbene acts as a potent antioxidant, supports normal blood sugar, promotes healthy aging, supports memory and cognition, boosts heart health, suppresses invasive tumor activity, enhances cells, and helps lower the risk of cancer as well as a host of inflammatory diseases. Combined with resveratrol, it covers just about all the genes positively affected by calorie restriction, and then some, reducing fat accumulation in the body and liver by reducing lipogenesis and elevated fatty acid oxidation in the liver. In summary, caloric restriction is the most scientifically validated method shown to reliably extend lifespan in multiple species, from microorganisms to mammals. A milestone 20-year study provides the most conclusive evidence to date of its efficacy in rhesus monkeys, our close genetic relatives. The discovery of calorie restriction mimicking nutrients makes it possible for aging humans to emulate some of caloric restriction's beneficial mechanisms of action, especially as an adjunct to modestly reducing one's overall calorie intake. The unique ability of these nutrients to modulate gene expression exerts system-wide effects that, in addition to influencing many of the same pathways activated by calorie restriction, can also significantly reduce degenerative disease risk. And now that we've informed you of the top 5 life-extending supplements, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below and let us know how we're doing. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more future health hacks. Links to all supplements can be found in the description box below. And now, as promised, the #1 food ingredient to avoid, which will help extend your life and improve your well-being, is simple sugars. Since the main driver of all the diseases related to aging is simple sugars, minimizing consumption of this ingredient is directly linked to aging well, because simple sugars are linked to insulin resistance as well as diabetes, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and even depression. The big takeaway is that being mindful of the amount of sugars you eat on a regular basis is the best habit someone can make in terms of healthy aging. Put this tip into practice, and you'll be thanking yourself for many years to come.